Hello everyone, welcome to ReUnification's VG bracket. I am Connor Cashibar Johnston, joined by the ever so lovely, the ever so bold, but ever so hacks-filled Mr. Kelly Crickhammer. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm good. How are you? Welcome everyone to ReUnification 2024, if it happens again. Here we've got a really exciting match in front of us. We've got a bit of a ditto happening, don't we?
bit of a Ditto. Sadly, not the Pokemon Ditto, which has been very funny to see. You often see that in these restricted formats, which we have entered. We've prematurely entered that Regulation G format where you can have one legendary Pokemon. And as you said there, that Ditto we've got is those 2 Calyrexes coming out. And I know you've not really had that foray in VGC for a while.
It's been a while, yeah.
Calyrex is basically this year's Xerneas because it's just so powerful. And now that you can Terrestrialize, it's not 4 times weak to go Ghost and Dark for the entire match. Often go for a Fairy-type Terra to take away that damage.
That is really smart covering for that weakness on the defense. But there are some obvious differences here between the 2 teams. We see Reggie Robshot running some sort of Rain and what looks like to be a Trick Room option as well, while on Patrick's side, we've got what I'm assuming is probably an Iron Defense Komodo. The Smeargle, who knows what the Smeargle does. And yeah, just some more basic Pokemon, not basic, some more standard Pokemon that you'd see with the Incineroar, the Tornadus, and the Ogerpon.
Yeah, all those standard Pokemon coming out. Because Smeargle rearing its head again. It seems to disappear every 3 years, and then all of a sudden you have all these legendary Pokemon, and it comes back. Hasn't got Dark Void anymore, which I think haunts your nightmares a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
Dark Void.
Dark Void
Very
is
painful.
it was my bane. That's why the last year I played, like seriously, was 2016. I had
You quit 1 year ahead.
Here we go. We got the leads of... we got the Smeargle on one side. And we can see its moveset there. Ooh, has a Spore. Which is definitely an interesting move to have on it instead of, as we know, the Dark Void.
Oh, that Dark Void. Yeah, we're probably going to keep reminiscing every time we see a Smeargle about how bad Dark Void was. But of course, it still has that Spore. And one of those Pokemon that can be either a really fast Spore user or a really slow Spore user. Of course, we don't know how these teams are built. Reggie Robshot off the bat looks like a Trick Room team, so that's going to be a bit slower. So this is a fast Smeargle. That's going to be putting a lot of things to sleep, and they can only be hit by Psyshock from the Calyrex, which means that it's going to be putting that pressure on it, because they could just Spore it if it catches off guard. There is that Terra straight away into a Terra Dark, which makes it weak to that fighting type it's normally very, very immune to. But this could be a good call if it's maybe got like a Dark type move for coverage.
This is super interesting to see the Dark type Terra. We see it Protect on the other side, and the Dark Pulse going into the opposing Calyrex Ghost or Shadow Rider slot. And we're not going to see any sort of Trick Rooms happen here because Farigiraf is going for Farigiraf.
It's going for a nap, and it's a bit of a weird situation because you often see Calyrex, you don't think they're going to go for Trick Room.
No.
So this could be some sort of really weird mechanic where they've got a min-speed Calyrex, which I think is still like over 100 speed when it's min-speed.
Yeah,
but
it's super quick.
It wins that Trick Room, and like that mind game you have on turn 1 of there could be a speed tie, puts the pressure onto, especially onto Patrick, straight away. So to see if that maybe is that min speed, it's like a weird niche tech. Of course, we can't see it right now unless Farigiraf wakes up on that turn 1. But having that Pokemon put to sleep gives free reign to Patrick to start getting those Dark type moves off. Especially in that face, that Dark Pulse over a Snarl coming out from the Calyrex, meaning that it's not doing spread damage, it can be followed either way. The Snarl does go off.
The nasty plot. Right away, getting that boost up. Going to try to do something with it, and the Follow Me means that the Dark Pulse is going to go straight into Smeargle, going to live it, hang on, using its Focus Sash, and we're going to have to see now what... Oh, no Wake Up on Farigiraf. I do believe, it took a turn of sleep already, so not the 1 turn of sleep on this.
Got that 1 turn sleep, so it could wake up next turn. It's got a 1 in 3 chance to wake up. But with that Follow Me on the field, this Calyrex on Rob's side is pretty much going to have its move very directed unless it goes for something like that Astral Barrage. But seeing how this could, again, there's still that mind game of, is it a speed tie, is it a weird calculation? Rob does opt to take it away though, so bringing something new in, which could be that, it's that Ursaluna taking a possible... But no, actually no, because if you go for Astral Barrage, you're doing no damage.
Yeah, you're doing no damage there, for sure, against it. But I don't think Astral Barrage is what I look for. Oh, Psyshock into that Farigiraf, not going to take it under half. And going to get that full 3 turn sleep. Oh, leftovers. Oh, interesting. We don't see that, right? I don't think I've seen that before. It makes sense if you think you're going to be on the field for a while. But we do often see like the burst heal options, like a Citrus Berry or that sort of thing on Farigiraf. See, I know VGC.
Yeah. But yeah, you sometimes even see like the offensive spread with the throat spray, but obviously going for a more defensive play here, and a very defensive play completely, because looking at this field right now, this boosted Calyrex can't really do much in the face of what's there because it's 2 moves. So it's forced to have to switch out with that +2 boost, which is really, really annoying for Patrick, because they have to kind of reset themselves. But with a nice, strong water plant coming in there, especially with the Ursaluna going to sleep.
The Smeargle is going to be faster than the Ursaluna Blood Moon. Is going to cause it to go to sleep. Farigiraf probably getting... No, just going to go for the Psychic, take out Smeargle, and yeah, that's 1 Pokemon down. In fairness to I think we're looking at Reggie's perspective, yeah. In fairness to Patrick, like, he's taking no real damage. Playing a very slow, methodical game right now.
Yeah, very slow and methodical. Another reason as well, by having the Psychic go off into that Smeargle, it means there's no more spores going around, so Farigiraf can get that Trick Room off if it wants to. Yeah. And both these Pokemon on the field right now, like, maybe you could argue that a Mask Terror boosted Ivy Cudgel could knock out Farigiraf from this range. But if it lives, and it also lives a Bleak Wind Storm, it could get that Trick Room up. Bleak Wind Storm could miss, but let's not put any curses on there.
It could. But we might just see a Rain boosted Ivy Cudgel go through. That might do the trick. Especially with the Terra boost as well. This could be the knockout that it needs.
That could be. You gotta be sure. You get that Rain up, get that Terra Mask boost. It's got a high crit rate. It's got everything gunning against it. So if that Farigiraf survives from that combination of attacks, that's a really bulky Farigiraf or a really underinvested Ogerpon. And there is that Rain Dance, so covering every worry and wear there.
Rain Dance there, and because that Farigiraf doesn't have that full HP as well, it is going to help make this a KO on the Farigiraf. And Patrick has to say goodbye to his Trick Room mode.
Yeah, so
or sorry, Reggie has to say goodbye to his Trick Room. We're at Patrick. Okay, sorry, I thought we were the other way around.
No, it's fine. Another TSH moment, but anyway, Calyrex coming in, and again, we don't know the speed tier of this Calyrex, given that we saw the Mirror on that first turn, and Protect on the first turn as well. So it could be faster than the Ogerpon, it could be slower. Ursaluna not really happy with this Ogerpon, and even if not, you have a Tailwind with Tornadius to make sure you're definitely faster. That could probably just give you that room to knock out. And with this Ursaluna being asleep already, it's going to be fine. But that's a activating. If it wakes up, this will be amazing to see.
Are we going to see the wake up?
It goes for it.
Oh, Hyper Voice!
Get the knockout.
Just barely missing out there on the Tornadus. But Ivy Cudgel coming out onto Calyrex, and the critical hit going to make that a 1-hit KO. Ding ding.
If only. If
only. Hey Pokemon, what's up? The 1-hit KO there means that Reggie is now down to just the final 2, Pelipper and Ursaluna. And we know that Patrick still has that Calyrex in the back.
Yeah, Patrick has Calyrex in the back. And Pelipper's already got his range set up for it, so it's fine and dandy. It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
It probably has something like that Wide Guard. That's what a lot of Pelipper have been running right now, is a sort of like a pseudo Koraidon and Groudon counter with getting the Wide Guards off. Ivy Cudgel coming on through. If that's going into that
first, and that's got to be a KO as well. Another 1-hit KO, ding ding. And now it's just Pelipper versus the world. Bleak Wind Storm, gonna single target. Not gonna bring it down to what I assume is a Focus Sash. Hurricane out, and
that could come in clutch though.
That could.
Pelipper versus the world on the confusion. Because you can miss the Bleak Wind.
Not in rain.
Oh no, you can't. No, never mind.
You can't miss it in rain.
Never mind.
This is GG. This is game 1 over.
But there's a Protect. So if Pelipper stalled out this rain somehow, it's Pelipper versus the world.
Oh, you're right. That could happen because Pelipper didn't set up its rain. Whoa! And the KO on the Pelipper, on the Ogerpon here.
Pelipper doing that in Spirit.
Yeah. I mean, all you needed to do is hit the Hurricane, get the Protect, and get it to hit itself. Get the confusion. That's all you need. But now it's over, right?
Actually, no, because if Pelipper does have wide guard, actually no, Side Shock, never mind, yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah. It's going to be Side Shock.
But there is that mind game though, because Pelipper could spam Protect, or it could spam wide guard. You have to do one or the other, and Patrick has to consider that if it is an option there.
Oh, did I just see Patrick click what I think? I just saw Patrick click. That's insane. Nasty plot.
Nasty plot, okay.
What is this? It hits, yeah.
Go for style points.
Yeah.
Patrick taking that game 1 there.
Because, yeah, we could have seen a wide guard there, stall out that rain, and eventually see something happen.
Yeah, but hey, yeah, could have stalled that rain, which is funny, Pelipper wanting to stall out the rain, because normally Pelipper's the one who wants to rain. Like, back in 2017, back in the day, I was a double duck player, loving having Pelipper there in that rain. Yeah, back in my heyday.
Back in my day, okay, the double duck was a Politoed and a Ludicolo. It was beautiful.
Also a Kyogre.
Or Kyogre. Who was with Kyogre all the time? Who was this other Swift swimmer? Was it Ludicolo? Yeah, Kyogre Ludicolo was the thing.
Probably.
Ludicolo getting fake out was actually so good. It was so good. But enough about the past. What about the future? What does Reggie have to do here to get back into this game? Does he need to get the Trick Room up, and how?
Yeah, it's that complicated thing, because with Spore going off so fast, like, any Trick Room setter there, the one Trick Room setter there, unless Calyrex, I think, maybe gets Trick Room. I don't know if it does.
Calyrex does get Trick Room, yeah.
So yeah, Fluttermane also gets it, so that could be like a niche pick for Trick Room. So there's.
I ran into a prison Trick Room Fluttermane on the ladder once, and I've been scarred ever since.
Aren't we all? Yeah, we've got a player in the room here who, for best of 1, runs Trick Room Fluttermane next to Explosion Metagross, but luckily we're best of 3 here today, so it isn't going to come.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it just seems that Patrick has so much power, because Smeargle, being fast and Spore having a higher priority than Trick Room, most of these Pokemon are going to sleep. The only thing it has a Focus Sash as well, so you can't go like, okay, I'll double attack, because you're double attacking, you're not getting Trick Room off. So you have to waste 1 turn getting rid of that Smeargle to get Trick Room going. Maybe
do you just say, okay, I didn't get Trick Room off last time, I probably won't get it off this time. Do I just go for something like, bring the Ogerpon out, bring something else? I don't think anything has safety goggles on Reggie's side. But if something did, I don't know. You could maybe play around it that way and avoid the sleep altogether. We're seeing, Calyrex Ogerpon and the Smeargle and the Ogerpon on Patrick's side. Interesting lead up. Definitely a big switch up in terms of, well, I guess not. It's just one switch up. Not bringing out the Calyrex on Patrick's side here. Knowing that he had to Nasty Plot and then basically switch it out after.
It is very interesting. Another interesting fact, which I did miss as we talk about, like, stopping those spores, is Ogerpon is one of those rare, the only Pokemon I believe where, because it's a grass type, it has Follow Me. It can follow me with that spore and not be put to sleep.
Yeah.
So that could be a very useful facet. And if it is the Trick Room as a tech on this Calyrex, you could quite easily make it so that you're taking it away, you're getting a Trick Room up, and you're good to go. Calyrex going for that Dark type in its Terra on turn 1 again, so making sure that Dark Pulse it has in its arsenal is as strong as can possibly be. Let's see if that is going to be beneficial.
In this position, I don't know if I agree with burning Terra right away, right? What are you gaining from tearing right away? You don't get an extra resistance to anything. You're not stopping Spore. You're now vulnerable to Fake Out if, he had gone for it. So I don't know if I agree with tearing right away.
There's that Fake Out going through, which, if we'd have sent that into that Calyrex slot, that would have been
that would have been... I would have cried. Maybe for the Dark Pulse boost.
Dark Pulse boost goes in, and now we have our favorite thing in VG. It does not flinch as it comes through. And with no Follow Me, this is going to a very, very fragile Pokemon. Calyrex lives on a sliver of HP. Smeargle's ability boost.
The speed boost
and
on
a defense drop. Oh no, but that Focus Sash and defense drop doesn't matter. That speed boost will come in clutch. Also revealing that Calyrex is not min speed because it did outspeed both of these Pokemon.
It did outspeed both those Pokemon. Something we didn't notice on game 1 is actually when the As One abilities went through, we could have gotten a clue as to which one was faster. Oh, we see the Follow Me here from Smeargle. His Dark Pulse going right into... That's a miracle. I actually thought we'd see a follow me from the opposing Ogrepon to try and avoid a speedy... Horn Leech is going to kill. A speedy Spore.
Yeah. So that Horn Leech giving a bit of recovery there, making sure that the not the most recovery, but given you're facing down into an Ogrepon, you know that it has to go for Horn Leeches, which is weaker but is super effective. But it's that Woodhammer coming through on that follow me. The Smeagol is gone. So now that that Woodhammer is there, you know that you have to be a bit more worrisome with that moves, because you can't go for an Ivy Cudgel into it because it's got Water Absorb to heal itself. The grass type moves are only neutral effective. So if you're Patrick now, you kind of have to think, okay, what do I go for to kind of put my pedal to the metal? It cannot terrestrialize though, so with that, the tornadoes coming in, we did just see, that does give it a bit more room to maneuver, because you can just go for those deep windstorms if you really want to. We'll have to see if that is the option Patrick goes for though, as Fluttermane does put that pressure on it. Again, if it is a Trick Room tag on that Fluttermane, that could be an option. If not, it is a very, very strong Pokemon, which can put pressure down with something like a double up onto either of these Pokemon.
That's right, and I didn't see a Photosynthesis boost come out there, so likely Spexer, maybe Focus Sash. Did we see a Focus Sash on Rob's side? No, we didn't. We didn't see the Pelipper with Focus Sash, so I assumed a Focus Sash is there. So likely a Specs here. So Specs, you know, anything is going to do a lot of damage to pretty much everything I see on that top row. A Specs Dazzling Gleam would be really bad here. Ooh, but Tailwind is going to make sure that the Ogrepon can go first, takes the Horn Leech, gets a bit of that health back. Let's see.
Going fast, though. Doesn't get that healing back, which is crucial for this. The Icy Wind is just going to start slowly mitigating the effect of that Tailwind.
Yeah.
And I think maybe an Ivy Cudgel would have got a good knockout there onto that Fluttermane if it's not a bulkier Fluttermane.
That's right.
Meaning that playing the slow game isn't going to be advantageous as the Woodhammer gets a knockout onto the opposing Ogrepon. And again, that's that trade-off you have with Ogrepon. If you terrestrialize in front of another Ogrepon, you become weak to its grass type attacks.
Yeah.
But then it also, you then lose your immunity to its water. Yeah, hang on.
You lose
your immunity to its water attacks, you become weak to its grass type attacks. That's where I was going for that.
Yeah, exactly. You should never... Oh, that's why we saw Horn Leech and not the Ivy Cudgel earlier, in one of the earlier turns.
I guess Patrick is covering for that.
Covering for that follow me. Yeah. Fluttermane going back, going to come back later when Tailwind is gone, possibly. We're going to see the Ursaluna actually come in here.
Yeah, Ursaluna comes in a very sticky situation because it is weak. Actually, no. So I was going to say Ogrepon, it's not. Ograpon's gone. It's really good for this because it's just going to take this Astro Barrage really well. And where Patrick has Psyshock on his Calyrex, this Pokemon is a physically defensive behemoth. So it can just wall it, and you have to go for those nasty plots, and that just gives it enough time to put that pressure down with its damage. And with that Quick Claw we saw revealed earlier, if that Quick Claw procs, you probably see a Blood Moon go into that slot and get a really good bit of damage, but then you got a risk that there is no damage going into the other slot. So it's that kind of 50-50. If you Hyper Voice, you might not get a knockout, but if you Blood Moon, then you're leaving the other Pokemon free to pivot around to get his damage off. It'd be nice to see how the players are thinking around this, because both of them have to consider that 50-50 on like protects, on switches, as well as just the raw damage you can come out.
And we can see, you know, that time is being taken right now to think about all these different options. I think really... Oh, the Ogrepon finally going for that follow me. And that does confirm we don't see a Quick Claw activation. Psyshock, is it going to take it down? No, Ogrepon has enough defense there.
Beacon Storm does go out, but misses the Ursaluna, but hits the Ogrepon. And now that situation we spoke about could come into fruition. There was no Quick Claw, but Ursaluna
no Quick Claw
hanging around.
But we could see something big here. We are going to see the Hyper Voice doing a lot of damage, but not quite enough. And we're going to need more damage than that for...
more damage to get knocked out on
to knock out the Calyrex Shadow Rider.
And the thing with Calyrex Shadow Rider as well is it is so strong, and with Nasty Plot, you can run bulk on it. Like, I've seen some Calyrex, like I did some calcs the other day, you can run 4 EVs in Calyrex on a special attack without Modest. With a Nasty Plot, you're stronger than a Specs Modest Calyrex. Oh, really, really nice.
That's so good.
Well, I think I'll be stronger than Specs Timid actually, but anyway. We do see Astro Barrage coming out there. It is going to probably get knocked out on that Fluttermane thanks to that Tailwind. And Ursaluna is now in the same state where what do you go for? Do you go for the spread? Do you leave one untouched, or do you go for the single? Or do you go for the single target and get them down? Liquid Storm goes through into Asluna. A sliver of HP. Could this be the turnaround point for Asluna? No one
Could we see a critical hit on the Hyper Voice? No,
we do. Oh no, we do.
Okay.
I'll give you that one.
Wrong one. I don't even think the crit would have taken it out there. Just looking at the damage that was done. But yeah, it looks like with this final 2. Oh, it's all about Quick Claw.
Oh, Quick Claw.
Oh my God!
Wait, Quick Claw popped.
The Quick Claw does not activate, and Patrick does take the set 2-0. Wow. That's very cool.
Yeah, it's a very, very, very cool match there. You know, that's what I love about VG, especially like these more grassroots events where you don't really have any points in line. If Quick Claw had procced in that, game 3, that would have been amazing.
That would have been so funny.
Popped off to the high heavens. But of course, our players behind us did just shake their hands. They have sealed the deal. That victory going to Patrick. And
I just want to say before I go play my match, for a name as good as Reggie Robshot. Reggie doesn't have a trainer card. It's the basic.
Not loving it.
I'm out. I can't work under these conditions.
With Kelly jumping off and going to play his game, we'll go for a quick break and we'll be back with some action in the future rounds of this ReUnification VG bracket.